Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about item URLs. So let's get started. Before that, let's see our we are on Sitecore 10.1 XP version, and here we have a tree which is builders and site root, and we have a couple of pages, home and about us and all. So using the site definition, when we create a site, we will create a site definition, which is a configuration. So based on that, the host name, the host, whenever we hit in the URL, it will resolve. So now this is the host entry, host name, which is sitecore demo.local. When we are hitting it, which item is resolving in Sitecore, which item gets picked up. So that is decided based on the root path and start item of that particular site definition. So that this site is sitecore_demo and sitecore demo.local is the host name. So whenever we are hitting this, it will resolve to sitecore content builders and home. So this is the root path plus start item. That is the reason whatever you are seeing here, that's of this item, sitecore content and builders, that's root path, and this is the start item. So combining that, this is the item it will resolve. From here onwards, whatever we are putting about us, as Sitecore is a tree structure and everything is an item, so it start traversing. So if I put about us, then it will resolve about us because it is under home about us. If I want to put blogs, it would be blogs. But if I have like another structure after under blogs, there is another page, then that page will be resolved. So let's see, this is the out of the box way of building the URLs. We can customize a lot in this URLs, but customizations we'll see in the next videos when we talk about buckets and all, item buckets. That way, in that time, the URL structure changing, updating is very useful. But let's see how we can build this URL. For this, already we have about us page. About us page has one we have a component which you remember created as a view rendering, the page header, which contains the page title as well as couple of links. Can be considered as a breadcrumb, but a simple one. We only have like one level. So let's build this. Here we hard coded that time these URLs, but we can build these URLs now for the navigation to redirect to particular items. For this, let's go to page header. So you have a page header here, and notice this is hard coded for us and this about us is hard coded. Rather, we need to get them from some other way. In Sitecore, the simplest way to get the URL is, you do not have anything. Okay, if I go to modal just let me see, as we get everything as an item, but this item does not have any property to generate the URL automatically. Rather, we use something called link manager. So if I go to sitecore.links.linkmanager.get item URL, all it requires is you pass an item. So if you pass an item, it will give us a URL based on our site resolving and everything. So using the default options, and if you want to control that options, you can send item builder URL option. This we will see it now. What is the use of this? Otherwise, all you need to do is var current URL, the current page URL. You can consider current page URL, and now you can go to here, current URL. So this is what happens when you want to generate. For the similarly, like you can build another one for the parent item. So it would be homepage URL would be something called parent. So this would be homepage URL. But let's just talk about the configurations. Okay, we are not sending any options. So what are the options we can send? For that, Sitecore provide a very good documentation. I'll share this link in the description. But build items and media URLs. Ignore the media URLs for now. So if you notice here, build an item URL. What are the options we have? As we can send like Item is mandatory, which we require, and the second one is item URL builder options. This is the specification, and this is the it contains a lot of options which we can send while generating the URL, however way we require. So you can see there are a couple of options. Always include server URL. If you want a fully absolute URL for that particular page, you get this. I mean, if you can pass always include server URL true using the options, then you will get it. The language, whether you want to which language to consider. If it is a multilingual site, you will have multiple languages. It will always take the context language by default. If you are browsing the site in English, then it will take the English. If you are browsing in maybe French, it will take that French language. But you will also have options to send this, I mean override this and send your own language. But ideally we will use just a context language. And language embedding, whether the URL will contain the language embedding or not. That all language option will be saved in cookie, but that language embedding language you want part of the URL, so or not. That's what language location. If it is need to be part of a URL, whether it need to be part of the actual URL or it need to be part of the query string part of the URL. So either of the place. And if you want to lowercase the URLs, as item names can be uppercase and uppercase and all these things, whether you want to lowercase all the URLs or not. Encode names, just the best example is here. You have about us, about, and there is a space between. But whereas when you see the URL, sorry, it was about us. When you see the URL, it is about us, and there is space is replaced by hyphen. So this is called that encode names. This is true by default. We can change this and use display name. If at all you want to control rather than using the item name, if you want to use display name, we can use that. And these are all the options which are common between media URLs as well as item URLs. There's two concepts. Item URL is that page URLs, whereas media URLs is that image URL or file URL, whatever the documents or items or images present under media library. So these options are common between both of them, but specific to page items or items, these are the four of them. So you can see add ASPX extension, like if it in web forms you want to ASPX extension to be part of your URL as well, sorry, your navigation or URL, then you can enable this. Site resolving, like if you are working with the multi sites, then you want to generate links in another site, then use this resolving. Context site already we will have, but if at all we want to pass the context site, so this is best useful in kind of a search computed fields and some other scenarios where you don't have a context, site context. But right now when you are browsing, you will have a site context. And shorten the URLs, it just generates friendly URLs. So, and let's see what are all the options we have. So these are all the options. Let me also open where you can see this. This is the configuration. Let me just open that. You go to Launchpad, and if you remember the URL, then that's all good, but not. I'm just going through the UI so that you will know how to go to that URL, which is show config. So you in the control panel, go to administration tools. It will open a couple of options. So here we need to check in the under configuration and show config.aspx. Click on this. It goes to the show config.aspx. It will render all the configurations. In later videos we will discuss in detail about configurations, but configuration is the one Sitecore uses for all the activities. So if you save a button, if you click on some button in Sitecore content editor, that does perform some activities that is controlled by configurations. So it's all these things are controlled, and as well as a lot of settings. Here let's check about URL builder. So if you notice, this is what the URL builder is. So what are the options we just discussed? There are some default options are already set. False as needed, lowercase false, and all these things. Also item URL builder is these are all the options common between both media URL as well as the item URL. These are the options which are URL builder. Also, you have specific options here: add ASPX extension false, site resolving is true, shorten the URLs is true. So these are the options specific to item URL. So by default this is used, but this can be overridden while you are passing the parameter to that method, get item URL. And if you want to further reading, you can read it here as well. Like, you have all the comments, and in the comment it explains how does it work, what is the use of each and every option. So also let me just go encode name replacements. Yeah, encode name replacements. If you go here, you will have, like we just saw that space is replaced by hyphen, right? That is controlled by encode name replacements. So you have replaced space with the hyphen. Like that, you have a couple of other options. So this is again controlled from the settings, from the configuration. We can override. So let's just let's go and write some code. So simplest way, like, we can use this. If not, all the default options will be used. Now we are not passing any options. If you want to pass, we can pass the item URL builder options rather, but obviously we do not want code like this. Rather, we can easiest way, most generally, we build some extension methods. So for item extension, so that is much quicker and easier way to access. I've already created item extension class, but not the functionality. Let's build that functionality. So it would be public static URL would be string. So let's build URL, and it would be item, right? So item, make sure you have that namespace sitecode data.items, otherwise item will not be resolved. Now we need to control item URL builder options. Okay, again you need to have this sitecore links.url builders, and I will send options, but this will be a optional parameter. I can send like null as well. And quickly to check, first we want to check whether item is not equal to null, then throw new argument exception, argument null exception, and the name of item. So at this stage, item is not null for us. Now let's check if options is available or not, if something is sent through options. If options are not equal to null, then we can return, like, using that link manager. So again you need to have like sitecode.links. So this is anyway in the GitHub, you can check later. So link manager and get item URL. Now we will pass item comma options. Options are sent for us. If not, directly return without any, because with if you are using this way, it will be default options item. Yeah, that's all. Now this is part of the, this is become an extension method, so directly we can use it on the items. Let's see, go to page header. So rather than using this way, now I have the modal dot page item dot URL, and okay, let me just put that namespace. Ideally we will have controller and there we will bind it, but for now this should be fine. So we are having an item URL, but this is only for the page item, but we want like parent item as well. So in that case, page item dot parent dot URL, and this home also let's replace with this. So if we want like home, and also it would be not page item, it would be, because this field is on the parent item. So anytime if you want, if we have item, we can traverse the tree. Item dot model dot page item dot parent we can go, and dot children we can go. So like kind of a parent to parent recursive, we will get all the ancestors. Then the similar way children, like we can get multiple we can have a recursion, then we can get all the descendants or anything. So in that way we are getting, so just we don't need this. So this is the easiest way, quickest way for to generate. I'm keeping this in the comment so that if you are checking the GitHub repo, you will know this option. Otherwise, it's much simpler is to build an item extension and use that. So let's go and build that. Let's go and publish this. Or yeah, let's publish this. It's already there. So that our URLs would be now, where is that? Our URLs would be properly comes from the proper dynamic URLs. Let me refresh this. It's loaded. So now let's see, you are getting a home, but this is not from static, this is from the home item title, and about us also similar. Let's just see the URLs. So it has generated with the language embedding. So language is part of a file path, and I was playing around this solution with multilingual, that's why it's generating. And also similar case with Ian and about us. So about us, it is coming as it is by encoding namespace, that using the encode names, but it is also coming as a capital. So if you want to change this, we can go to the code base, but we cannot use these options. We will rather, we can build the options here. Item URL builder options. Just let me just see this, just a sec. I can pick that namespace from here. In ideal world, we will have a controller, and the controller we will do it, but for now I'm just doing it in the view for this. So I have options. New item URL builder options. We can pass that default item URL builder options. If I want to pass, I can pass, or else also is fine, I guess. Yeah, I can send options dot lowercase URLs equal to true, and options dot language embedding equal to, it's a enumerator, so I'll put never. Okay, but these options we can send it part of here. In this way we can have like a lot of options. Rest all will be used from default, but you will be able to send a lot of this lowercase, shorten URL, site resolving, all these things. So for this, let's just use these two options, and let me publish this, and let's reload. Now it is loaded. So if you observe, you can close this previous ones, and now if you observe home, and if you observe about us, the links, you can notice there is no language embedding, because we have set it to language embedding never, so it's not, language is not coming part of the URL. And second thing is we did set lowercase URLs. So if you go to here, see about us, it became lowercase. Actual item name is A is capital and U is capital, but here it has become like all the lowercase. So in this way we can control all the options while generating the URLs. And much flexibility for us when generating the URLs. This can be controlled at the site level, or at the whole instance level, or at the individual call level. So these options can be controlled. So much easy for us to generate the URLs in this way. And as I said, like later videos we will look at how we can customize. Maybe we don't want to follow the tree structure, maybe we want like some other way to build the URL with removing the tree structure, or maybe directly about us will come. If it is deep down, maybe it will come straight under home. So something like that we will see when we are talking about item buckets. So until then, this is all for now. See you next time. Thank you for watching.